Hey, tourists. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Chuck of the Deuces, how we do take everybody to this back. You know this it is. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real rise up, fake men rise down. Practical preacher, preach on. And today's topic I want to talk about today in the Back of the Basic. I know I ain't supposed to stream, but I'm just going to stream anyway because there's nothing else to do. And I might stream again next week when I get around topics I'm going to talk about. Let me ask you a question. This a lot how they're saying that black people do not have allies. If we're going to be real, we might as well, people don't have no allies to anyone at all. The only person you can trust is you and your family. That's it. People need to stop thinking because they're black, they're white, they're Asian, they're Latino, wherever you are, whatever your nationality is. It was our government was the one who came up to turn racism. They're the ones, they're the blame. Why this thing is going on right now. And they should be answered to that to God or anything else. And I understand people are not religion. And there's a reason why some people are not religion because religion was used to patronize people and put in people in slavery and use people to draw their needs and make it beneficial and live off amongst the people. So I understand why, and people have a right to be upset about that. But I'll tell you this: if we're all in this together, but it starts within yourself, who you really are as a person. So fuck all this ally shit. If you brothers and sisters really believe that Akon have his own city, you more naive. You know he got that money from the Chinese. Let me tell you something. If Chinese did not like blacks, right, then why are they in Africa? Hmm? Because they need to make some more rice, Chinese rice. That's why they're in Africa right now. Because they know they have some connections with black. They can deny it all they want. Them Asians, every Asian from Japanese to Chinese, Koreans, and every last one of them. Come on, folks. What's the difference between? Oh, I'm gonna got it even better for you. What they always say: if you're black, step back. If you're yellow, mellow. If you're brown, stick around. If you're white, white is always right. You're white, you're all right. That is not always the case. You see how they manipulate all nationalities or all other race and other people? You see how they got us right there? See, if that's the case, we might as well stop watching Naruto Uzumaki. That came from Tokyo, Japan. Matter of fact, Dragon Ball Z came from the same place, Tokyo, Japan. Let me tell you this Asians, for the most part, they are just as much deceived as any other race of people. The problem is people don't understand them, just like they don't understand other people. That's the main problem. And I'm gonna say this to my brothers and sisters in the black community. Half of y'all got some Asian blood in y'all, and half of Asians got blacks. Because if that's the case, Asians would have never interact with each other for real. Matter of fact, I'm watching this movie right now. It was called the main event. This black boy was wearing a mask and somehow it's given physical magical powers to wrestle opponents. He was like, I think he was about 12, 11 years old. He's a child. And he liked this Asian girl. Get it? Asian. This is nothing new. This has been going on for years. Now, how the Asians and blacks, how they've been beefing, it goes way back since not only way before the LA riots, but it goes back centuries ago. How if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it's because this black girl, her name is Atinia Hunson or something like that. She got accused for stealing a bottle of orange juice, and an Asian woman, I forgot her name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Give me the conversation and give the name, and y'all see what I'm talking about, and y'all know this woman got shot because she accused the Asian woman shot the girl, and that was not right. The what she did, she shot that poor sister, and she was about 16, 15 years old. She was wrong for shooting that sister like that. And that's when it started racial tension. And they found her not guilty. The white bitch let her go simply because she was trying to fit her store. Let's flip this. If it was a black corner store and there was an Asian woman went into a black neighborhood store and trying to buy something, a purge, and a black let's say a black store worker accusing the Asian woman, Asian teenage girl, for a bag of orange juice or something like that, it would be the same flicking situation. How would Asian felt if that black woman shoot the Asian girl? Oh, they wouldn't like it. They'll feel outraged. You got to look at the same way. It could have prevented to stop it. Do I think the Asian woman should go to jail? Hell yeah. Instead, she tried to fit her store. But accusing somebody steal a bag of orange juice, you have to prove it if somebody steal it. This is what I'm talking about. This is how racism destroys a lot of people's lives because of it. And it's sad, and it's going to be really difficult for everybody to get along. I know we're frustrated. I know we're angry. I know we're tired. But people, we're going to get it together because we're going to overcome these tough challenges that we have. We're going to be all right. But understand this. We need to get at those people that keep dividing us. And y'all know what I'm talking about. These pro-blacks, they ain't shit. They ain't did a damn thing for the black community. Because if that was the case, they would have done something. But for years, these are the same pro-blacks talking about how the white man shut you down. The white man is the enemy, brother. He's the devil. They'll tell you that. But one thing they don't tell you, that the white man, not only he's the devil, the black man is the devil himself as well. That's something they don't want to tell you. You see how full of shit they are, just like these white supremacists. They full of shit too. They love to talk about how nigger this and nigger that. We're going to hang these niggers and take back our country and to make America great again. America will never be great again. It needs to be great itself until they got to look at all the sins they've done in this country. No matter how much white people want to deny it, half of white people were immigrants. That's funny. They won't talk about white immigrants. Donald Trump would never talk about that. That's how full of shit Donald Trump is. He'll talk about how they need to have, there's too many immigrants letting in this country. But what about white immigrants? They are here. The Russians, the Russians, the Ukrainians, the Serbians, the Codians, whatever you want to call them, from Eastern Europe. But did you know the term slavery came from the Slavic people? How come the civil rights people don't know that? You see how the civil rights is full of shit. The NAACP, they full of shit. Wherever you want to call it, the natural advance, the natural advance, color people, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And then you got the Negro League. They will never tell you this shit because they don't want you to know you related to the whites. And they also don't want you to know you related to the Asians. Y'all better look at the Sam Bushman people because they had some Asian features. Everybody know black people can't produce no Asian Assuasian eyes. Everybody know that. I might have some Asian blood in me, and you never know, even though I'm black. But you know what? I'm really sick of this shit. And anyone that want to believe that Akon created his own city, give me an document provement. Give me a document, undocumented provement, if he really have his own city by the president synagogue. Akon is full of shit. This is the same guy was sacrificed his best friend, Screw. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it was a dude he came up with before he got into music, before he was out there stealing cars. Where his fucking rap sheet? If this dude was a convict that everybody say he is, there ain't no way a convict person have their own city. Look at Snoop Dogg. That motherfucker don't have his own city. Can you imagine Snoop Dogg? He from Long Beach, California, and he had a football team. How come they don't have the city named after him called Snoop City? What makes Akon so different? You see what the fuck I'm talking about? How full of shit these people really they are? And that goes to show you If you want to believe it, you're more naive. And you know he got that money from China. Because Africans partnered with China. These rich Africans don't give a fuck about poor Africans. Just like these rich Chinese don't give a fuck about poor Chinese. Yeah, I'm gonna say this to you Asians and you blacks. Better put your differences aside because you're gonna find out it's your own people that look like you is the one that do all the hurt towards you. It's not just other races hurt you. Other races hurt you as well, but really it's your own hurt you as well. More than just other races does you. It's your own hurt you is also. Y'all better watch that movie called Romeo Must Die, where it featured Jet Li and Leah, where Leah plays Trish and Jet Li playing Han. And he went all the way from Hong Kong to New York City somewhere. He went to New York City somewhere. He went to New York City somewhere. New York City to find out about the death of his brother. He found out the death of his brother was in jail. They killed his brother. And he was going to seek out to see who was responsible of his brother's death. And come to find out it was the people that looked just like him was doing the murders. They were trying to make it look like it was blacks are the ones that killed his brother. It wasn't. It was his own. Even though the Chinese man was partnered with the black man. Ain't that right? The same way Trish, she found out the death of her brother was her own people to make it look like the Asian guy killed her own brother and the girl that he was with. Y'all better wake the fuck up and understand. These people playing y'all. These people playing y'all. Hollywood is playing y'all. The media is playing y'all. The government definitely played y'all. They laughing because they see how stupid y'all really is. And y'all won't believe that. And I don't want to hear about this shit of how black people don't have no allies. If that's the case, all races don't have no allies. We got to solve within ourselves as human beings. Remember, don't let these people divide us. I don't see President Obama fighting with Donald Trump. They drinking tea together, drinking lemonade, laughing, talk about business. But you got these dumbass white men, these dumbass black men don't realize they're playing in with the enemy's hand. Just like they use the black woman, they use the white woman to make her think that in order to get rights from men, she had to compete with these men. If it was the white guys were the one that told their women they couldn't vote. And there's a reason why they did it, because they're afraid they're going to be out of position of power and put their women in a position of power over them. They want to be power over the women. Without his woman, he's nothing. In the same way, without a black woman from a black man, he's nothing. If men will stop raping women, stop sexual harassing them, stop using them, stop beating on them, women wouldn't become masculine in the first place. The same way ladies need to stop feminize these boys, stop stop feminize these boys, stop feminize these boys and make them like women and shit. Men supposed to be masculine. Men supposed to be masculine. Women supposed to be feminine. Not anymore. It used to be a time that women wear the dress and men wear the pants. Now women wear the pants in the relationship. Now men wearing the dress. Only thing I can say about Akon, fuck Akon. Real talk. Because if y'all want to believe this man really owned his own city, you are more naive than you think. Prove it. Prove if he owned his own city. Because he loved to talk down on blacks in America. But he don't like if somebody talk down on him and the people of where he's coming from. And he supposed to be a convict man, stealing cars from New Jersey. And come to find out, he didn't steal no fucking car. This dude was a fucking fraud, especially when he had a song called Locked Up. And Akon never had a rap sheet on him. Why? Why Akon never have a rap sheet? And that means he was an artificial fraud. He was official fraud. I stopped fucking with Akon and find out how much a full of shit he really is. But he talking about how this America was never built for blacks. Bullshit. If that's the case, go Washington, D.C., Akon, because there was a brother and he was part of the Freemasonry. Create of the standing tower. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was a Mason. His name is Benjamin Banton or something like that. He created of a goddamn tower in Washington fucking D.C. So don't fucking tell me that we're not part of this country like everybody fucking else. Fuck you, Akon. Fuck you. You got some fucking nerd that talk down on blacks, but yet you don't like somebody talk down on you and your African brothers and sisters. The only reason why Africans come out here, they're trying to build a bridge between Africa to all the way to America. That's what they're doing it for. In order to do that, they got to connect to the brothers and sisters here. Look, I don't hate Africans. I just hate the ones that always think they a slight of themselves. How much they people can't smell their bullshit and knowing the fact they got in their ass kicking in their homeland they came from. Shit, the only difference is they can report them back. Me, I can never report that. What I mean is they can report them back if they did something wrong. But as for me, they can never report me back because my reporter is here in America. They reported me back here in America. I can report it here in America. If I went to another country, they'll send me back to America with anything else. But people from foreign countries do something wrong, they'll send them back where they came from. And it can happen to anybody. But have you noticed they never do white immigrants? They always do black immigrants, Asian immigrants, and Latino immigrants. And they do island immigrants as well. But I found it very funny, though. I found it very funny that people want to believe that Akon have his own city. Yeah, right. If he had his own city, where is it then? Where is it? Stop fucking with people around and shit. And let's get to the real bottom matter and the real issues that's going on in our land or anywhere else. Much love for Africans, but I'm sorry, I have to call this shit out. I'm just so sick of it, man. And that COVID-19, I'm going to tell you something, it's a false equivalent of man-made disease. Because if that was the case, if this shit was so real, why they ain't talk about Ebola no more? You notice they ain't talk about Ebola. It's the same way how when the Europeans, aka whites, when they came to the United States, they brought their disease with them, and that was called smallpox. The same diseases that spread right along with the natives. Can you imagine they'll blame white people for that, for the disease they brought out? Oh, they wouldn't like that. They'll let that off of them in a minute. Now they bringing this disease towards off the Asians. They're going to bring it to in with the black community. Because black people like to integrate and integrate and involve in every people. Because we were the ones who want to integrate whites. It wasn't whites integrate with us. We're the ones. The term slavery came from them. The term racism came from them. So white America got a lot of explaining to do, and they refuse it. They'd rather be hid in the dark instead of becoming light. Better come to the light, I tell you that much. We need to know the truth together and how we can bring these issues, but we won't have to, in fact, to deal with these things anymore. I'm not blaming Asians. I'm not blaming whites. I'm not blaming my own people, blacks. No, everybody got to take the blame for everyone's action. That's what I'm trying to say. And then we can be better people than we are. So all I can say about this shit, man, you know, it's crazy. These things are taking place that what we are as a people now. And you mean to tell me this COVID-19, they're not talking about Ebola virus no more. What's next virus we're going to talk about now? You know, eternal chronization virus. When you get eternization of your virus or your system, I swear they come up with virus, man. It's ridiculous. They'll come up anything. I really don't like talking about this Mayweather and his daughter. Only thing I can say about that, man, that happens every day. But it's sad that Mayweather's daughter being brainwashed by this motherfucking dickhead ass motherfucker called Fuck Boy. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about NBA Young Boy. Never broke again. He should be a never broke again ass motherfucker boy. That's what the fuck he is. His music ain't shit. He's fucking garbage. And he looked like a goddamn extra black troll with the dress being in the Zets rocks and the shitty ass fucking haircut that he got. Fuck that dude. That dude is fucking garbage. Are you fucking kidding me? And people listen to him? Are you serious? I would start to laugh when I heard that Lil Boosie talking about run for president. Are you serious? Who's gonna listen to Boosie? They hate niggas. They can't stand niggas, just like they can't stand rednecks. If Little Boosie ain't gonna get a chance, what makes you think Joe Excitement would get a chance to run for president with that fucked up documentary of that goddamn Tiger King? Shit. He thought he was a Tiger King for real until he's being a tiger and the king in the fucking cage pen king. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. They would never take him serious. And they better lucky they ain't find that girl. Because Boosie gonna be the number one suspect of a murder, of a disappeared act. And I'm gonna tell you something. They've been watching Boosie for a very long time, and it's fucked up the way he did whatever his name is, Webby. And no wonder they ain't talking years. It's sad about Lil Boosie and Webby. They ain't talking no more. But friends break apart because of the fame shit. The fame took over and it broke their relationship up apart. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. The people watch my channel. Please watch my video games in there, okay? Because I notice it every time people not watching my, they watching my other videos, but they ain't watching my video game videos. Please watch that, or go to BitChute.com with identification on there, and you'll find it. Because I got a strike for some bullshit, and they talking about it's a music copyright. I mean, YouTube on some bullshit. I tell you, they full of shit. I always wonder, is it really worth coming back to YouTube? Is it really worth it? I don't know if I should stay or leave. You know, but I've been a legend. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this 15 to 16 years. It's a long time. And started my first video since May the 26th, 2009. Yeah, I was like 20. I was 24 years old when I started my first video, and my brother was 23 at the time. And my first video was called "I Do It for Hip Hop," and we was talking about the issues of what's going on and what the things that hip hop changed a lot when Soulja Boy came up and fuck up the damn music industry. And a lot of people say that hip hop was dead, and people got mad at Nas for that. But he was on point when he said this. He was not lying. He's not blaming every artist. He blamed himself for this as a part of it. You know. They commercial the hip hop game and never forget what the true main dish and the main form what rap was about. Look at rap is. It went from hip hop to shit hop. It's a shitty hop hippie hop. It's bullshit. That's what it is. And you mean to tell me you got Drake with this goddamn Tootsie Slide? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna tell you this. Everybody know he been ripping off of the 69 Boys song called Tootsie Roll. I'm sorry, I was around in the 90s. I was listening to music of the 69 Boys. That song came out in 1994 to 1993, mostly 1994. That was like 30 years ago. 30 years ago when this song came out. And you mean to tell me that Drake, you know, and this is the thing I don't like about Drake. Drake has been known for ripping off other people's music. He's been known for this. Look how he disrespect Lil Nas X. Not Lil Nas X. I'm sorry. I mean XXXTentacion. He even ripped off his shit and took his freestyle. I gotta dig it. Some of the shit he said. I didn't like how the freestyle wasn't all that great, but to him it was great for him. I can't keep my dick in my pants. That was that flow. And then Drake took that fucking line from him. Like he can't come up with his own, get his own rhyme. He taking other people's shit, but you don't want nobody to take his shit. And I don't care what nobody says. If anybody think that is Drake's child, that is not his child. That is not his child. I'm sorry. I swear, I thought he kept that baby to a fucking zoo of a child specter service act. I'm sorry. The way that child look, he looks like I hate to say this, he looked like Donald Trump's uh, 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 adopted born adopted son. I'm sorry. Y'all can get mad at me all you want, but it's the truth. And that bitch is lying to Drake. You mean to tell me? And they showing his Drake's mom. They got the same. That don't mean nothing. This is how you know that that child is yours. If fellas, if you got a child, if your sperm is being hit of a woman's stomach, you know that's your child. Just as ladies, the same way you should know. Anytime you can feel the man's sperm in your pussy, you know that's his child. But if you feel other men's sperm before him, that ain't his kid. That's somebody else's kid. Same thing, fellas. Anytime you have sex with that woman's have sex with a woman, instead of not pregnate her but pregnate the other woman, they're gonna know that they didn't have a baby by you. You had another baby by another woman. Y'all better get off that bullshit, because everybody knows that that is not Drake's kid. And I don't know why people think that's Drake's child. That is not his child. It's not. I can get mad, but it's the truth. I told this dude on YouTube, on Twitter, telling him that that's not his child. He talking about he took the DNA. He saying Drake said it. He took the DNA and he referred that's his child. And I told him I doubt it. I'm sorry. Do you know what this woman that he met, whatever her name is, do you know what she does? She stripped for a living. And there's a possibility she can fuck for a living. I'm sorry. Drake is going around having babies, but he better make sure the child is his. This is the same dude that tried to date Nicki Minaj, knowing she's not interested in him. She looked at him as nothing but a lip service to servanize her pussy, but she could be his little play toy. She could fuck them all day, fuck with his mind. She could put a dog leash and a doggo out of him too if she wanted to. She probably put a dildo strap and fuck him in the ass. I'm sorry, but that is not Drake's child. And anybody say it is, you're mistaken. I'm telling you. But this the same dude got mad at Pusha T because he was saying that he put his baby out there. But dude, you talk about this man's wife, but you have no problem mention other men's ladies. But it's mention your woman out there, you don't like it. Now I understand people say that Pusha T is too old to talk about selling drugs. And I agree. He in his 40s. He need to talk about some grown shit. But Drake try to act like he all hard, he all gay, said no, he ain't tough. They will kick his ass. They will put some sour cream and put some sour wiser on his ass. He is not tough. You need to stop acting like it's tough. Even though Toronto's, they got gangsters and thugs out there. Don't get it twisted. But he ain't hard. Sorry. Dudes barely don't even listen to Drake like that. Not even the hood. They don't bump in their rides. The only type of people who listen to his music is probably gang of females who into him. Come on, folks. Texas and Louisiana put him on. Without Jay Prince and the Rap-A-Lot and his son, and then Cash Money and Baby and Lil Wayne, Drake wouldn't be shit. Drake been out there when he was in the Graskies, but he wasn't got into music until he met Jay Prince's son. So you got to give us Texas for that, and Louisiana. And Baby and Wayne put him on. It was Louisiana and Texas put Drake on. I'm sorry, he's not even from Louisiana or Texas. He act like he's from Memphis. That dude ain't from Memphis. His father was. This dude is from Toronto, Canada. T-Dot, whatever. That's what they call it. The six. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. For real, I don't even listen to Drake like that. And everybody make a big deal about Kashi 69 out of jail. Woo-wee. Who cares? I mean, I feel bad for Mayweather. What's going on about his daughter? He lost his uncle. He lost his baby mama. Now he got to deal with this shit. Just cut ties from her. Just stop doing shit for his daughter. She not gonna listen. But that's something that Mayweather fought because he was the one going out there spending money on these hoes and doing what he do, and she learned that behavior from her dad. So what that tell you right there? But I'm gonna tell you like this, folks, man. Sitting here making these videos, and I really appreciate it and stuff like that. I like doing this because I'm here for y'all. Without y'all, it wouldn't be no me. So how else I'm gonna bring something else to talk about? Yeah, I'm just gonna give y'all the update on this. So stay tuned on. We're gonna talk about Unsung. On next Sunday of a review is going to talk about Goodie Mob. Can't wait to watch on Sunday. I can't wait. I'm a fan of Goodie Mob, man. I ain't gonna give too much details on that, but I'm gonna give a review of the watching Unsung episodes. And I'm gonna talk about previous episodes of the first episode of The Barge and all that. And when they start showing new episode, I'm gonna start talking about other episodes. I never bring everything up. But the only thing I can say to this, man, I mean, time's crazy, man, but we're gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right. But I'm gonna tell you what another thing I heard crazy. Lil Boosie had to apologize for what he said about Dwayne Wade. Well, he got a point. His child becomes girliness, girl shit. He's a boy. He's not a girl. He's a fucking boy. And in Cavalry Union, she was fine as hell. But then I've been hearing a lot of disgusting things. I hear some fucked up things about her. How she got some nasty ass attitude she got. I don't know how true that is. And they say the same thing about Nia Long too. They both fine. They just they got older, so they still look good. I would definitely smash Nia Long or Gary Union, especially they both Scorpions. You know what they say about Scorpions? They're the most sexiest people out there, but they could be the most fucked up people because they got problems like anybody else. And there's some good parts about Scorpion men and women, but there's some bad parts, and they sting as hell. They forgive, but they didn't forget. That's how they are. They have to work on and forgive instead of they could always forgive, but never forget. They have to move forward from that. It's hard for them to do that. So Boosie had to apologize for what he said about Wayne Wade, but he was telling the truth. But it's funny that you got Jay-Z will never tell Gayle King that bitch, man. And yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Because this woman disrespect Kobe Bryant, and that was cold. She know damn well that Kobe did not rape that woman. Even that Kobe's friend, she was playing the basketball team. I forgot her name, but she was right that she said she don't know she know that's not the person she knows. And then you got the nerve disrespect that man. That man wasn't even buried yet, and yet you disrespect dead. That's sad. And then Oprah, she wrong not only disrespect Kobe, but she also wrong disrespect Michael Jackson. And that's why she tripped on that stage. That was karma. It's going to serve her good. And all the fucked up she done. Because of Stephen did not want to marry her. She need to get mad at Stephen. You can't get mad at all black men for that. And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Now they talk about Young Jeezy's wife or whatever, that Asian woman, saying that white men are better. I'm gonna say this to every woman that think that white men are better. White men are not better. They're better on some things, and some things they're not. They just as fucked up as any other man. If you don't believe me, you better watch that movie called Burning Bed, and that will tell you right there. You need to know the same way the movie came out with another year, but that was before all that. After Burning Bed, and there was another movie called What's Love Got to Do with It, showing how black men treat their women, and the Burning Bed will show how white guys treat their women. So every guy is guilty of this. I'm sorry. You got to say, because real women will say men in general, how they don't treat women right, and men in general, how they treat women right. Remember that. Real men in general treat their women right, and real men in general don't treat their women right. Just same way as females don't treat their men right. That's women and individuals instead of far any between an individual, but certain parts of they are. Stop all this generalization shit. But only thing I can say about that is funny how Jay-Z never said to Gayle King and Oprah how they should apologize about Kobe's family. And I'm glad they ducked him in the Hall of Fame. He deserved it. Um, and rest in peace, Kobe will never be forgotten. He will truly miss, and that was sad. And he will live on. And rest in peace to his daughter, Gigi, and all those people. Rest in peace to them and all the people that they lost, because it can happen to anyone. You don't wish death on people, because sooner or later it can happen to you. And I don't mean disrespect Gayle like that, but she was wrong for what she did. And I apologize if I say something about calling her the bitch. But that's what she was acting like. Show respect. And the same thing, Oprah. She could be a bitch as well. Sorry. But I have to say this, because how would they feel if something happened to them and disrespect their name? That's how you learn as a human being. And I can learn as a human being how to undress women that kind of way. And we can be better, all human beings, and we can do much better to inspire and more to be better as people, a better person. That's all I got to say about that. But I'm going to give y'all a lot more for the come to this. So I see y'all again till next time. For I don't know what the next stream I'm going to do, if I want to do another stream or not. But this time this might be great. So I hope I have fun doing this. So I see y'all then. It's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic. Choking the Deuce out of text, baby. Until next time. All right. All right. Peace. I'm out. All right. Peace.